Hello and welcome back to Minecraft 1.6.4 Modpack. Last time I had a bit of a problem with crafting something, and I figured out what the problem was. As you can see, the ingredients are still sitting here in my work table because it didn't actually craft them. It didn't actually craft the NASA workbench, so yeah. Let's see, what was the ingredients needed? Where is it? NASA. Here it is. Let's try it again, and this time, I need two levers. Where's the levers? Levers? There we go. And the workbench. Okay, let's try it in this table and see if it actually comes out okay. So it's that middle, crafting table, redstone torch in the bottom, these in the four corners, and the two levers. Now let's try this. Okay. Make sure the ingredients are gone. Yeah, they're gone. Should we put it down right here? Or somewhere else? Yeah, let's put it right here, I guess. Aha! Look at it! There we go. It's actually worked. We actually have a NASA workbench, and wow, look at this thing. It's huge. It has arms. It has, look at this. That is nice though. After last time I was just a bit like, what the hell's going on? Why is it not at all working? And give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Apparently, the work table just does not like some recipes because it was giving me a phantom workbench, NASA workbench that I was trying to put down, and it was putting down some invisible blocks instead. So, yeah. But let's take a look at this. This is what you need in order to build the actual rocket. So, to be honest, we didn't actually need to build this right now. I mean, it's going to be a while before we actually get all the materials we need to build the rocket, as well as all the extra infrastructure we need before we can even go into space, because we're going to need blocks to build a house out of. You need specialized building materials. You need a whole bunch of different stuff. What is this? Moon buggy, tier 2 rocket, tier 3 rocket, automatic cargo rocket. There's a whole bunch of stuff I need, because before we can even, I mean, even if I had a rocket right now, I would still need to build a launch pad. I would need to build fuel loaders. I would need to build oxygen collectors. I need a whole bunch of extra stuff. So this was not really necessary right now. I just wanted to build it and have it sitting in here because look at it. Look at this. Look at it. Why can't normal crafting benches be this awesome? Look at this. But yeah, now that we have that out of the way, let me show you what else I did. Now, I didn't really do much aside from letting my mining turtle go a bit farther down because I needed more diamonds. But I put these posts right here of redwood logs because I'm actually going to put a roof over this at some point, maybe some walls. But I'm actually going to turn this into a building, so I'll have all my machines inside. And I think I'm going to build another little building over there, and that's going to be my launch site, where that sandy area is. I might actually flatten out that area where that single birch tree is, and have it as the actual launch site with the launch pad and everything. But yeah, I also built these 2 tanks, and they're actually sunk into the ground by 1 block. And where is it? Oh, it's in my building materials. Building material bag. Here we go. And I have it sunk into the ground by 1 block to make it just slightly shorter. And I'm going to have one of these filled with oil once I actually find oil. And the other one's going to be filled with fuel once it gets refined. So let's go and actually make a refinery, because that's one of the things I am going to need before I can actually get into space, because the ship itself needs fuel. So let's look up refinery. Now there's 2 different types of refinery. There's the old style Buildcraft refinery, which takes 4 diamonds and a bunch of tanks. And then there's this, the Galacticraft core refinery, which only takes 2 compressed steel plates, some stone, and copper canisters. So let's make a couple of these. I don't have any copper in there. Copper. And I did make a bunch of compressed plates right here. Made a bunch of steel ones, some tin, some bronze, and let's see, what else do I need? A couple of stone. So I'm not even going to bother with that, because that's ooh, I don't need any there. I'm just going to use this because some reason the work table just does not like Galacticraft. So let's grab a furnace. So it's the furnace in the middle. Nope. I need to make a couple of these first. 2 canisters. Canister. Furnace at the bottom. Compressed steel and 2 stone. Gives us a refinery. Galacticraft refinery. Now, what we need to do with this is take it and put it over here. Now, I think put it right there. Now there is 3 places on this. This side, I think, with the yellow circle is the output area, and the black circle is the input. So you can pipe stuff into this using Buildcraft pipes and other pipe systems. You can actually pipe into this block from this side, because just like the circuit fabricator, it has it's dedicated sides that actually have to be used. One side for power. I think this green square is the power. I'm not sure. I haven't actually built one of these, so I'm just guessing. So this might actually be the output, and this might be the input. I don't know. But yeah, you have to pump it into and out of these actual inputs and outputs. I do know that. And just like with the circuit fabricator, there's only one square that it will accept wiring into. But just like the circuit fabricator, it should be able to work on industrial craft power. Or alternatively, you could put an engine on this and run it on Buildcraft power. And third option, there are actually Galacticraft generators that you can use, and Galacticraft solar panels you can use to power these. So let's get this hooked up, and I'll grab some wire and see where it actually can be pumped into or out of. So I'm gonna grab some of this, I think I actually have some wooden waterproof pipes left over. If not, I'll just make some. because I still need. Do I have any? Ah, have some waterproofing and one waterproof pipe, which means I need to make some more. Okay, anything else I need before I go back up there? I think that's everything. Oh, and you may have noticed I actually upgraded my bars chest to a diamond chest right here. Same way I did with all the others, except I used a diamond upgrade, and this is the reason. Look at all this. The golden chest was nearly filled completely, because I have so much copper, so much tin, but so little iron. I need so much iron, and I have so little of it. Ah. Oh well. Let's see about this. Where does it connect? On the top? Yep, it connects to the top. So, I don't think I have enough wire. I'm gonna have to make some more. I just wanted to make sure where it connects to, because as you can see, it does not connect to the sides anywhere at all. It only connects to that one power input. But if you were using Buildcraft engines, you could put them on any side, because Buildcraft engine, any of the engines actually just connect directly. So I could put an engine on the back right here, and it would work. But I'm going to be using Industrialcraft, because the engines, as nice and efficient as they would be, I don't have a way to automatically turn them on, turn them off, or anything like that. So I could probably set something up to do that and detect when this is full of power, but I already have this set up. So I'm going to get some more wire at some point and finish wiring this up. So let's go and grab some other wire. Do I have any? I only have 4 tin cable. Well, that should be enough. Let's see, is 8 enough? Oh, and I also need a waterproof pipe. There we go. Now we'll need some couple redstone engines to power this. So I think I'm going to do is have one coming out of here and one coming out of here. If I don't have this, as is if I don't have this backwards, and this is actually the output. But let's put some wires up here and here. Bop. Bop. Will there be enough room? Doop. That's odd. Aha! See? It's already filling up with energy. So at least I know it works, and for some reason it's connecting to the pipes. I don't know why though. Bit odd, maybe just a graphical glitch. And for some reason the actual insulated cable and like that connecting to this doesn't have a good texture right there for some reason, but yeah. At least I know it works. Now I won't know if this is the input or this is the output until I actually get some oil. And what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to have to go out and find some oil and give that a try. So if this is the input, I'm going to have the oil coming in here, which means I need to have it pumped in here from an ender tank. So now that that's set up, at least basically set up, let's go make a couple ender tanks. Now an ender tank is just like the ender ender chests in that you need blaze rods, obsidian, and ender pearls to make them, as well as wool. Now, what I'm going to do is, do I have any coloring for... I need to go grab something. Just something to make the top of it unique. Some flowers or something. Ah, here we go. So, the ender tank, just like the ender chests, can be customized with colors on the top. So, let's see. Ender tank. Here it is. Ender tank. Ah, we also need cauldron. 2 cauldrons. Do I have any enough iron in here? I'm short a little bit of iron. Extra iron. Here we go. So let's make a couple cauldrons. Bop, bop. Wool on the top. Blaze rods in the corners. Obsidian on the side, and 2 ender pearls. And just like the ender chests, which you can customize with colors on the top, you can actually do the same thing with the ender tanks. So let me make a little bit of dye here. And as you'll notice, since I used red wool in it, it's automatically red, red, red. But you can customize it by right-clicking with a particular dye. And you can change the color, and now this is a red, blue, red, and this is red, blue, red, which means they will share the exact same inventory. Any fluids that's in this one will also show up in this one. And this little dial on the front will dictate whether or not it is pulling in or pushing out. If it's blue up, it will take fluids into it. Which means if you have a pipe or something, or even a tank or whatever, right next to it, it will pull liquids out of the pipes and fill its inventory up with it. And if you right-click on the little dial, it'll switch it around to orange, which means it will automatically output whatever is inside of it into a nearby pipe that's next to it. And unlike the Railcraft tanks, you do not need a waterproof pipe. Well, a wooden waterproof pipe or a emerald waterproof pipe powered by an engine in order to pull out of here. You can just have it next to a normal, like, golden pipe, and it will automatically put its inventory into it. So I can have this set up next to a Buildcraft pump or any other pump and pump up some oil once I find it, have it automatically going into this tank and automatically being pumped out of this tank into that tank. Tank. I said tank a lot right there. Oop. So yeah, I finally have what I need. I have, let me go take this and set it outside. I believe I can just take this, set it right next to this iron tank valve, set it to automatically output, and it will automatically put its inventory into this tank. So I don't even need to have another pipe right there between it. So I should be good right there. Now what I think I'm going to do is just give it a little bit of a test run to make sure everything's working. I have a pump right here, a couple levers, some redstone, engines. So I need that, that, and that to power it. golden fluid pipes. We stick this in there. Stick that in there. That in there. Blah. Don't need that. Let me grab some coal to fill up my world anchor. So I'll actually be able to keep this loaded. And then I'm going to head over to that small pool of oil I found before. Where is it? Come on. There is a bit of a bug. Here we go. There's a bit of a bug in that the knapsack doesn't automatically show up on the tabs sometimes. But I'm going to take my jetpack and I'm going to fly over there and see about getting that small pool of oil. Just to make sure everything is working right. Since I know there's a small pool of oil there, I will just want to make sure this is actually going to work before I go hunting for a massive geyser somewhere in the middle of the ocean. Because once I do that, I'm going to have to do a whole bunch of extra stuff. I'm going to build a platform out there. I'm going to have to put down some stuff to keep the pump from automatically pulling out water instead of just oil. So I'm going to have to cover the shaft of oil all the way down to the ocean floor. That way it won't pull in water instead of oil. Which is a problem with the Buildcraft pump. It'll just pump whatever liquid is next to it. So if it has water next to it, it'll pump water even if you're trying to get oil. And it can be a bit annoying. So here we go. Here's that big, massive, what looks like a massive pool, but it's probably not. So let's build a little bit of a platform here. Bop, bop, bop. Put the pump down right here. There we go. That is over the oil, isn't it? Looks like it. Put these engines down. There, 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 and there. Put the tank there. I don't know if the tank just sitting on top of it will actually fill up. I'm going to actually see about that. I wonder if actually just having the tank sitting on top of it like this will actually work. If not, I'll have to wire it up with a couple of with a pipe or something. Is it going to work? Can't tell. I can't tell if this is working or not. Oh, looks like it is. There's a slight change in the color. Yep, it's filling up. So I didn't even need to bring these golden pipes with me. It looks like it's actually pumping. Now I don't know how long it's going to take. But yeah, as you can see, I just had to put this ender tank right on top of it. Didn't even need to bring these golden fluid pipes with me. So it does work like this. Okay, that's very nice. I was not really expecting that. I thought I actually had to have a Buildcraft pipe coming out of this in order for it to work. But apparently not. It's pretty nice. Just being able to put a ender tank on it like this. As you can see, it is actually working. Yeah, cool. I was a bit worried about it because I was trying this stuff out in creative, so I could, in a creative world, in order to make sure everything was working, to make sure the oil and stuff actually did work with, Buildcraft oil did work with Galacticraft, and it was a slight bug in the way it was working, the way this whole thing was working. So I was a bit worried about it, but it looks like it's working okay now. And it looks like I was right, and there is no oil source. Nope, no well, no, nothing. Aw. It was just a crappy little pool like this, huh? No deep wells? No? Aw, come on. Nope. Ah. Yeah, it was just a small little pool. Ah well. Ah well, no well. So let's pick all this stuff up, and I will head over to that other little pool so I can drain it dry. And then, yeah. Anyway, that's me setting this stuff up. And I think I'm going to head over there, get that other little pool of oil I found in that desert biome, and maybe see if I can find any more of those little pools. I mean, they don't have a lot in them. Only like a dozen or so buckets worth of oil. Those little pools like that, but every little bit helps. So I'm going to head over there, grab that, and I might actually look around in that desert biome, see if I can find any more oil spouts like that. And, some more of that red granite from GregTech. GregTech red granite. Not really red, it's more of a... not quite as red as you would expect it to be. Ah, there it is over there. Oh! Ooh, ooh, ooh. As I was saying that, look at this. I did not go far enough, did I? And some more red granite. There's two oil things right here. Is this just a small little pool or an actual well? Pool or well? Aw, looks like it's just a little pool. Ah, crap. Well, that sucks. Well, there's another one over here. Oh! Oh, oh, oh. Wish I would have had this with me before. I mean, look at this. There's oil all over here. There's oil right here. A couple little pools. There's another pool over there. Okay. Well, I may still need to find one of those big oil well geysers that are out in the ocean or something, but for now, there's more than enough right here that I can at least get started with oil production and fuel production. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do what I did before, do what I did on that first one, and suck up what little oil there is right here, send it back to my tanks, and meet back up with you in the next episode. So, until next time, this has been Bobson. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.